Hi, attorneys. How to grow your legal practice in 15 minutes a week. This is a great session on project management, on time management for yourself. You have a bit of a problem. They never taught you in law school how to grow your legal practice. I hear this all the time. Attorneys want to make more money, they want to have less stress, and they want to have a life. So this is where I come in. I coach attorneys one-on-one. I work with firms. I work with practice groups, small groups, large groups on how to do business development as an attorney. I practiced for a number of years, have been coaching for over 15 years. So I am you. I can identify totally with what you're trying to do with your legal practice. I think the information in this video, and really all videos, are meant for associates of counsel, partners, practice group leaders, whether you're a solo or a small or medium sized firm, or you're a member of a larger firm, you're going to find information in here that is applicable for you and that works for you. So in 15 minutes a week, you need to learn and work to project manage yourself. Overall, you're going to spend a lot more time than that on business development. And we'll look at that in just a moment here before you go, what do you mean 50 to 100 hours a year? Well, we'll see. Um, to do a regular project management session with yourself, you need to calendar it, you need to be consistent, you need to make a small difference each time. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. Before I go any further, I want to mention the free ebook that's in the uh, description down below or in the comments down below. I think it'd be really helpful for you to get that free download, my gift to you, to expand on this topic further. But really, everything you need to know about how to grow your legal practice is in there, and it's for free. So download that when we're done with this session. When I mentioned 50 to 100 hours a year, I use this worksheet many times when working with attorneys. And we will map out the things that they would normally do during the course of a year. So if you look at this, and you might pause this and kind of go through it in more detail, you'll see some of the standard stuff you do. Again, whether an associate or a partner, a solo or a member of a larger firm, I go to lunch with a colleague. I go to lunch or coffee with a network contact, with a charity or community contact. I spend time on new client development, etc., etc. And when you take this and say, you know what, this comes from our business planning session, I really want to get my arms around the hours that I spend. It's great for you to know where you're dedicating and devoting your time, but also maybe helping you recalibrate and refocus what you're trying to do. These hours here came from an attorney I was working with and she wanted to focus on developing more business from existing clients and existing referral networks. So we laid out, well, what are you currently doing? Where are you currently spending your time? Then we looked at where her new matters and her new business comes from. And sure enough, in the first two boxes there, like many firms and attorneys realize, 80 to 90% of my business comes through existing clients, not business, new matters, comes from existing clients and existing referral sources. Overwhelmingly, attorneys and law firms find that their new matters come from people they already know, and usually new matters come from clients. That third box, though, is really interesting. New clients, brand new clients, come from 75% of the time people you already know as well, right? So here's how valuable your existing clients and your existing relationships are, not just for new matters, but also for new clients. It's really efficient to kind of get to our 15 minutes a week by coming at it, kind of sneaking up on it with some info and some intel and some data to help you get organized and to help you say, this isn't just random acts of marketing. This is something that is dedicated to where I'm going to be most efficient. Here you'll see my recommendation on where you should spend your business development time. So we saw that 50 to 100 hours a year, whatever you might fill out on that spreadsheet or that graph up above, dedicated as follows, right? See that? Existing clients and contacts, 50% of your time. I'm going to spend 100 hours a year 50% of that time, or 50 hours a year, I'm going to be spending it in that category. The other 25, or the biggest chunk, is 25% of my time spent on existing referral sources. This could be alums, attorneys that you used to work for at your firm that are now at another firm. It could be from the Home Builders Association that you go to on the quarterly basis. It could be from bar association events. That existing referral source network should get 25% of your attention. So you can see the time breakdowns there. But again, it's really helpful for you to have less stress, make more money, and have a life because you're more organized now. If you can do this, this comes from the business plan for lawyers session that I do on my site, and I'm happy to coach you through this one-on-one, right? I've got a plan. It's focused on 3 existing clients, 3 existing referral sources, and 3 new clients for the coming year. I'm going to have a system to do this, and I'm going to take small weekly actions to move my efforts along. Wow, it's really a stress relief to realize and to organize yourself like this. You know, this whole series is called How to Grow Your Legal Practice. Here's how you do it. Really, it's an attitudinal and a perspective shift when we look at ourselves as attorneys, right? So finding time is not that hard. And I don't mean that as in a dismissive way. If you really said, you know, I need to spend 2 hours a month, 100 hours, 2 hours a month, 100 hours a year. And you know what? I'm already doing that. I'm already going to those quarterly luncheons, the Bar Association events, this conference twice a year, whatever the things are that you already do, you're probably already doing them. Maybe they just need to get refocused. Get over procrastination on this 15-minute a week session and just do it. Your attention span is about 8 seconds, and we can't juggle more than 5 or 6 things in our mind. So when you look at that list of all the things you're supposed to be doing, and you know, because you're sitting there shaking your head to yourself, yeah, I try and keep track of it all in my head. Maybe I have some notes stuck to my computer or post-its, or maybe you're more organized than that. You have a spreadsheet, you have a plan, great, bravo. But trying to keep it all in your head, it causes you more stress, right? Let's relieve stress by being more organized. You have a weekly system. In fact, like I say in that small last box there, it's a huge relief to know that you can be doing this in an organized way. What habit, and I do another video on developing good business development habits. You should watch that. You should also download that free ebook because there's a whole section on good business development habits. The number one good business development habit that sits on top of all the others or sits upstream from all the others is spending 15 minutes a week on yourself to project manage yourself. So what does this look like? Here's how I work with attorneys to say, look, we did your plan. We know where you want to focus for the coming year. We know who those 3 existing clients are, those 3 existing referral sources, and we've targeted 3 new clients. And most likely those 3 new clients are going to come through those first 2 sources. So it's a really integrated system to help you be organized and to help you breathe a deep sigh of relief. Now we're going to come up with some weekly steps, 3 small little steps each week to keep that stuff happening. I'm going to take my phone, I'm going to put it in another room. I'm going to close the door. You can see all the things here. I'm going to pull out my plan. I have some worksheets when I went through the business planning session and the other coaching sessions I have on my site. I'm going to look through those first 3 tabs quickly. What's my plan? Who are my connections? How am I trying to move this along? What did I do last week? What were the 3 things I was supposed to do? Email Sally about lunch. Work on my article for the Bar magazine. Reach out to this conference to see if I can be a presenter this year. Those are 3 things I was supposed to do last week. Pull it out. Did I do that? Yep, I did. Great. What are 3 things I need to do this week to move those 100 hours along, to move those efforts along? Record little successes and take small wins. Man, I'll tell you, the attorney that I mentioned a moment ago, she had a binder sitting on the corner of her desk and she had a Starbucks card on top. In fact, I think I gave her first Starbucks card. When she would do her 15-minute session, check off the 3 things she was supposed to do, come up with 3 things for the coming week. She'd close the binder, set it on a corner, knowing that she was on track, knowing that she was doing the right things, and get herself a coffee at downstairs at Starbucks in the building. It was a great little reward system weekly for doing these small steps. Find what works for you. Find what is attainable and is comfortable for you, especially if you're just starting out. Gosh, Doug, I've never done any of this. Let me look at a couple of your videos. Let me take a deep breath. Let me get more familiar with business development strategies and actions. And that last point about not letting perfect get in the way of good enough. I know as attorneys, we need to be 100% right all the time, right? That's our attorney bias. I won't do anything until I'm really sure what I'm doing. You don't necessarily need to do that here. Even watching this video, hey, you may or may not be doing it right. You may have some realizations. Oh, I really don't do that. Okay, fine. Let's not let perfect in this sense, in growing your business development, in growing your practice or your firm, get in the way. Don't let perfect get in the way of good enough while we're doing this. So it really is a continual wheel of self-fulfillment, if you will, right? Small wins like that weekly Starbucks create more confidence. Next week, I know what I'm doing. Increased activities. Hey, I just got selected to be on the bar or that conference I wanted to present at. I just got a lunch set up with this new client that a referral source put me in touch with. Gosh, this is creating more interest. I am growing my practice. I'm making more money with less stress and having my life, right? So as you do this, you actually get more and more successful because you get more and more comfortable with it. So I'll tell you what, here's a little bit of a mantra, right? Just close your eyes. If you're getting successful with this and you're saying, you know what, I'm the attorney that does a 15-minute a week session with myself. I do 3 little actions each week, which really turns into more than 100 small actions each year. Don't get freaked out by that number. It's just 3 a week. I'm an attorney who uses a plan and a system and has good BD habits. Open your eyes because they are installing a throne at your desk. If you're in a larger firm and you're doing this, people are going to see. If you're in a small or medium firm, people are going to see. If you're growing your own firm, you're going to notice, hey, it's time for me to buy that gold throne and put it in at my desk. Because I'm doing the right things, it's making a difference to me in my pocketbook, in my growth, in my self-confidence. It's also getting noticed by others. Oh, and let me get up for a second because they're installing a throne at my desk. Couple things you might do. If this is intriguing for you and you go, you know what, I can do this. I can do 3 small little things a week. I can do 15 minutes a week. Watch a couple more of these videos that are on my channel. Download that free ebook. My gift to you, it'll be really helpful. Maybe go to my website and see if the coaching sessions one-on-one with you would be something that you want to do. Any one of these steps would move you along. And you know what? Nobody would know you're doing this. This whole 100% correct before I make any movement kind of goes away. You're doing a little research on your own. You're getting a little bit better on your own. So do one of these 3 things. I hope you like this video. If so, please click like. Please subscribe to my channel, dropping content regularly for you. Get that free ebook. Visit my website if you want. But the main takeaway from all of this is getting that free ebook. It'll be really helpful. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.